Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? My name is Ruffle and good morning. So guys, I just woke up and I see that this brand new Pokemon actually is appearing in-game right now and people are able to actually catch it. So I don't know if it's actually available for me as well. I just know that it's being seen in-game for people in different parts of the world. For example, Australia here, we have Joe Blackmore, who actually is in Australia, and look what spawned and they became Ditto. So he found a bunch of these like weird new Pokemon that we've seen, the ones that we talked about yesterday. They do actually spawn, they are in the world, and he actually managed to catch one. Now, I can't see any in my game. I can't actually see any myself, but he just sees a ton of them. And I don't know if it's only like a specific part of the world, because I read a tweet that might be meaning that that's exactly what we're going to see. So I'm actually catching a coughing right now. I'm just going to leave the phone on the side there for a minute. But he's showing a bunch of gameplay here, how they, he's in the capturing screen right there, guys. He's literally in the capturing screen. So, it's, let's see, let me just, boom, switch over. There you go. He's in the capturing screen, and you can literally see it right there. I'm just going to try to make it smaller so you guys can see the full thing. There you go. It's right there. It's right freaking there. So, what else do we have? Well, if we continue up here in my messages, dude, look what I found in Australia. And again, same image. Look at the amount of them. There's so many. Now, I'm hearing different reports right now. Some people are telling me that these things are turning into, that Kecleon are turning into Dittos, and then that these things are turning into Dittos, but also that they are turning into, what are they called again? They're turning into Chikoritas as well, which is so weird, and I'm really confused. Like, I don't know which report is correct, but I will read on Cerebi what they have to say, and just caught this in Pokemon Go, and then I need to direct message you about this, and he's sending me a message showing me, like, yeah, he found this thing, in the game, and, yeah, it's insane, dude, it's so weird. And then, I was messaged here, and here's something else that, was a message from Silph Road. Something big is happening. Apparently, a brand new Pokemon has flooded the APAC region, or the Asian Pacific region, I guess. Let's see, an Asian Central region? I don't know. Immediately after 3 hours community day window concluded, the Pokemon is reportedly turning into Ditto or Chikorita when caught. This is the information I was looking for, right? So this is really strange. Why is it turning into Chikorita? Like, was Chikorita the previous community day Pokemon, and is that why it's happening? And also, there are reports, as far as I've heard, that the actual, what's his name? One of the actual people who works at Pokemon Go, one of the developers, has actually been tweeting about this thing, and that it wasn't just like some random dumb leak that they did. This was a planned thing, and they wanted to create buzz. And here, PokeJungle as well tweeted out, Chikorita event ended, and everything turned into this guy. And yeah, literally, everything turned into this little bastard, this little new one. So weird. So everybody's catching one. And everybody's so confused. Ditto, 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 Ditto. Ditto was caught. So when you catch it, it either turns into a Ditto or a Chikorita, at least according to what Silph Road said, as we read a second ago. Right here, see Silph Road. And they're a verified account. They do a bunch of Pokemon Go news. So if they're correct, well, it's crazy. I don't know what to say, man. And here you can see even more of this stuff. New Pokemon, hashtag Pokemon Go, turns into Ditto every time. A preview of Gen 8. Maybe. Yeah, I think it is a preview of Gen 8, rather than, like, the brand new Pokemon we're getting in Let's Go. I've got to be honest. Look at this shit! Look at it! Oh my lord! This is so weird! It's so strange! What? It is so strange. It turns into Ditto every time. Okay, that's weird, because these guys are saying, Silph Road was saying, whatchamacallit, this is not the one. Looking for it right there. They say Chikorita when caught. So, I don't know, man. Either way, so, here he was pointing out that, putting out a video saying that the new 808 Pokemon won't be a mythical contradicts what Paul Ryan said about a month ago. There is merchandising grouping 808 with Mew, and Paul believes it to heavily be mythical Pokemon, just so people know who may have watched. So yeah, he's correct here. As we all remember, Paul Ryan was specifically saying, like, well, about a month ago, yeah, that specifically in terms of the new Pokemon and its merchandising, it was gonna be, coinciding with Mew's merchandising and whatnot. I remember that, like, I think Mewtwo was included there as well, I might be wrong. And of course, Ditto and Mew have direct connections, because Dittos are just scuffed Mews, right? They're attempts to recreate Mew and clone Mew, which failed, and now they're just blobbly little, goobs of pink, so to say, that end up being prostitutes inside of, Pokemon daycares. Weird. But my point is that this makes sense now. This Pokemon does clearly have a connection with Ditto. It clearly has the connection with Ditto. And it's such a weird thing, and I'm insanely confused. So here you actually see Don Fanatic, which, shout out to my boy, actually catching one of these things in-game right here. You can see actually how he does it. And it's just pure gameplay. It's, no cheating, nothing like that. It's just in the world, and he's catching it. Now, I'm really confused because I was reading it was in the Asian Pacific region, or, the eastern part of the world and not the western part of the world. So I'm a little bit confused. Jeez. Oh boy, I'm dying of like just my mind is exploding right now. There you go. Ditto was caught, and you get just get a Ditto essentially, which is so strange. It is so strange. I don't get it. Like, it makes no sense. But there are apparently tweets from Masuda as well. So here you go. Masuda actually tweeted and said there are a lot of chikorita. This goes up again, lol. And then he shows a bunch of chikorita. And keep in mind what they mentioned earlier. They said in this tweet, they reportedly turning into Ditto or chikorita. I guess the chikorita, like the ones that turn to chikorita, are way less likely. And look at this. Was this man hinting at this shit like ahead of time? This was posted today at 6:45 a.m. Like, come on, dude. What the hell? And then, you know, you have Reversal saying Kecleon, but upon capture apparently turns into Ditto. And here you go, we got Kecleon, and when you capture it, apparently it turns into Ditto, which is so weird because you guys remember the Pokemon in the game, Kecleon was finally it was replaced back with itself instead of that random Pokemon. But now when you catch Kecleon, it turns into Ditto. I am really confused. This is like super confusing. I don't know what's going on anymore, but like you got a bunch of Kecleons in the world, so it is what it is. Serebii update. The unusual Pokemon now has been replaced by Kecleon and has now disappeared. So, okay, it was replaced by Kecleon and now it's gone fully. Okay, that makes sense what Reversal's saying. So that brand new Pokemon, it's now gone. Man. So, let's see. Serebii. No, there are still reports of the Pokemon now appearing globally in Pokemon Go. This was actually tweeted, slightly after the first tweet. And of course, Charles, the person who actually, you know, got this information out there. I want to kind of try to find, if I can, I want to try to find the original tweet, guys, which said, like, that Niantic knew something was going on. I want to try to find that, but I don't know where to go to find it. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of searching here while we're in this video and try to see if I can find the actual post, because it clearly has some information behind it. I just wanted to see if I can find it. Let's see. Niantic. I'm looking for like a Niantic, like specifically Niantic were posting about this, so I want to see like what like they specifically said, and you know, figure out what's going on here. And Nuts and Gum, wow, Joe Merrick is just like, he's going ham on right now on Twitter. Let's see, Jesus, a new castle upon thy, Kecleon but a capture. They've changed it to Kecleon, haha, like hell it was a tease. They fucked up and tried to own it. I mean, yeah, fair enough. It feels like it. I mean, it could be a public stunt. Jesus F. Niantic. Of all the incompetent, stupid things to have done, this takes the cake. If I was to do a video on the top 5 biggest cock-ups with Pokemon, this would come in as number 1. Jeez, man. Up early for Chikorita Day. Alas, the weather here sucks, so I'm doubting I'll spend the full 3 hours out, but I hope you'll get all the shiny Chikorita. The community day never ceases to amaze me, so willing to accept baseless fakes when something potentially real leak is dismissed. Yeah, well, whatever, man. It's over now, dude. It's fine. But I want to find the tweet because Niantic was trying to play it off. I want to find let's see. Was it Niantic CEO? Niantic CEO Twitter. Because I think it was the CEO, which would be this guy. Let's see if this has got to be the guy. I'm not sure if it's this guy or John Hankey here. I'm not sure if it's him or somebody else. Because if he tweeted, has he tweeted like recently at all? Let's see if he has maybe replies and stuff. Because maybe Bulba Garden has this. Because I know for a fact I must have seen that stuff on Bulba Garden. Let's see. Nope, it's not here. God damn it, man. Where is it? I need to find this shit. Like, I just can't seem to find any of this information anywhere. I just can't get my hands on it. But I know there was a tweet. Apparently, one of the CEO or something of Niantic specifically pointed this out. So I want to kind of try to see, you know, if I can find that. But, like, I don't know. I can't seem to find it, like, in my stuff right now. So, I'm going to try to scroll through again and see if I can find it. And it's apparently there's a post here from Pokemon Memo, which actually, I think they're an official thingy-majingy. So let's see what they have to say here. Let's see. Pokemon Go, someone who seems to be Kakakun added a new Metamomon Pokemon added. Jeez, that's confusing. This Pokemon introduced Pokemon yesterday. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Pokemon Go, new Metamon Pokemon added at Pokemon Go. Today's Community Day of Chikorita is being carried out. At the end of the Community Day, there's a surprise that a large amount of Pokemon will be generated. The new Pokemon belongs to the image shown above and has no name. Okay, and yeah, we've already seen it. It's the brand new Pokemon, which we've been talking about all day. And yeah, like we've seen these reports. Some people look like Kakurionis? I guess that's just Kecleon. Jeez, I want to find the tweet though, but I don't know where it is. If you guys can find it for me, like if you know, if I Like, if later today, like, if you guys watch this video and you find it, just, like, let me know. Because I'd love to know, like, where it is and, like, more information about it. Because apparently Niantic has talked about it, but I can't find it. Like, I'm actually maybe going to tweet out, could someone link me Niantic CO response to leaked Pokemon, please? I'm going to see if anybody responds about that while we're recording here. So we're going to keep going for a little bit in terms of recording, but I'm gonna give my opinion on this. Do I think this was an intentional thing? I don't think so. Even if they try to play it off, I think I'm on Joe's side here. Usually I don't like agreeing with Joe 24/7. I like to have my own, like, just general idea of everything, but I kind of agree with him here. It feels to me like look at what he says here, like, you know, like, Jesus F Niantic, you know, oh, Jesus, fuck, who cares if I say it? Of all the incompetent things you've done, this takes the cake. I mean, it could be a publicity stunt, but I can't see the Pokemon Company allowing for such a thing like this. And I agree, it's unlikely they would have allowed them to go about it by essentially leaking it and having us find it, and then that's the way you go about, you know, promoting it. They've changed it to Kecleon now, haha, like hell it was a tease. They fucked up and tried to own it. And yeah, I agree. It looks to me like, and I agree with Joe here, this was a mess up. This isn't something that they did intentionally. This is them messing up and, like, failing in trying to, like, actually, you know, just send files over their system and their network, and they just kind of effed up. Let's see. Oh, here is Niantic's head of marketing. Here he is. Okay. It was not the CEO. It was the head of marketing. Cool. So I got that a little bit wrong. But he just added question marks and then Pokemon Go, and he even captured this. So yeah, this guy, Kento Suga, Niantic Pokemon Go global marketing lead, is the lead at global marketing. Was this a stunt? Was this a publicity stunt? Like, people are suggesting, like this guy's trying to suggest by literally posting this image. Was this a publicity stunt? Or did they simply fuck up and now they're just trying to play around it and act like, you know, this wasn't a mess up by them? Is that what the deal is? Like, I'm really curious now. But we now know what the Pokemon looks like. We've seen it. We just don't know its name yet, and we don't know what exactly it's all about. But we know for a fact that it essentially, it's one of those Pokemon that's just gonna, you know, turn into other Pokemon, for now, when you catch it. It's just gonna turn into a Chikorita, or a, freaking, whatchamacallit, or a Ditto. Most likely a Ditto, based on all I've seen. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. We know for a fact now it is connected with Ditto, that's for a fact. But, like, this Pokemon could be important. It could be, like, one of those mythical Pokemon, based on, like, what, like, was said in, like, in the past. Thank you so much, Mango Demi. Thank you so much. But based on what was said in the past, by Paul Ryan, about, like, the merchandising and stuff, this Pokemon fits well together with Mew, and fits well, like, to be a potential mythical Pokemon, or a Pokemon that's gonna have a lot of impact, or something like that. I'm really interested now. Like, I'm really curious as to what this thing is gonna do, and how it's gonna affect the Pokemon franchise, and what we're gonna be seeing. So, I'm excited, guys. So, thank you so much for watching. My name's been Ruffle Rowlett. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.